Hello, hello, hello. Things are happening. My computer's doing stuff. There I am. Hello, hello. How are we, beautiful people? No one here yet, just me. That's fine. I can do dishes. Dora! Hello, my love. How are you today? Welcome to my first weird kitchen live. Feed me, she says. Dr. Ninja Turtle, welcome in. Lovely to have you both here. So this is my first official indoor live. I'm well, thank you. Boondock, I'm well. So yes, our new schedule for this channel is farm walk on a Tuesday, garden stuff on a Thursday, and on a Saturday, which is today in Australia, it's going to be an indoor day. So we'll either potter in the kitchen or bake or cook or preserve or just have a cup of coffee and sit at the dining table. So it's all in flux. It's evolving. What it evolves into is anyone's guess. Hello, Mike. Welcome in, my love. Sharon Sylvester. Hello, my darling. Welcome in. Welcome to my first indoor kitchen live. How are we today? Are we good? Is everyone having a good day, or have you had a good day if you're in the Northern Hemisphere? Everyone is saying hello to everyone else. Guys, I had such a great chat with the platypus. She did. I was on Dora's live this morning. That's Explorer Dora 80, and she is staying with her mother in Mullaney currently. And she went down this morning to a river, which isn't too far from where she's staying. And she went platypus hunting, and we saw platypuses. It was so exciting. Miss M, welcome in, my darling. Thank you for coming in. Kath's Kitchen, welcome in also. I'm glad you had a good day, M. Must be getting late over there. Heart's Humble Homes, welcome in. Wayne, welcome back. I saw you there earlier this morning. Is platypus the plural? Is platypi the plural of platypus? You know, I think it probably is. I'm pretty certain it is, but I haven't looked it up to be certain. So, yeah. So here we are in the kitchen. It's not overly exciting yet. Well, in terms of content, you know, I mean, how exciting the kitchen be. So I'm just saying hello to everyone, and everyone is saying hello to everyone else. It's so lovely to have you here. So the idea is that on a Saturday, which if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, it's probably Friday night, but on a Saturday is when, if I'm really lucky, I've had a chance to finish editing a video, and I upload it at this exact time on a Saturday morning. But some weeks are busier than others. Some fortnights are busier than others. And I just don't have the time to edit up a long form video. 5:30-ish Friday evening in your part of the USA. Okay. Ah, so you're into your weekend then. It's all happening for you, Miss M. But yeah, some weeks, some fortnights, I just don't have the time available to edit up a long form. So I decided that what I would do is at this time, every week, there will be something on my channel from me. The plan is that one Saturday it will be a long form, and then the next Saturday it'll be a live, and it will just alternate. So theoretically, next Saturday my next long form should come out, which is a video on the summer season. You may know, if you watch my channel, I did an autumn video, and I did a winter video, and I did a spring video, so I've got to do a summer one, right? So it's coming along well, but it's just taking a bit of time because I haven't had the time to play with it. And I'm at the point now where I need to download footage from my sheep shearing live, which, if any of you tried to watch it, it uploaded sideways. So I've downloaded some special software that I need to get the footage out of my live onto my laptop. And then somehow I've got to work out how to rotate it so it's actually displaying the correct way. And then once I've worked that out, I can put it into my video, and then I'll be fine because I've got everything in the video up to that point. And now I need to put the sheep shearing stuff in, and then I'll put kangaroo stuff in, and then the video sort of will end. So I've sort of got a storyboard. I've got an idea in my head of how it's going to flow. But everything's got stuck on this sheep shearing live that didn't download properly. So if we're lucky, you'll see it next Saturday or next Friday. And if you're not, and I don't get it up in time, I suppose we're going to be back here in the kitchen doing another kitchen live, or a dining room live, or a lounge room live. So yeah, that's where we're at. So thank you everyone for coming in. I'll move this a little bit closer. Sharon, hi there, Fire Dr. Ninja Turtle. Marie Palmer, thank you so much for coming in. Is that Brun? I missed someone there. Who is that? Brun Books. Hello. Hello, welcome in. So yes, I've just been explaining how the channel is going to be sort of progressing over the next, well, heading off into the future at least. Yes, it's me, Brun from Brun Free. It's my other channel. You have so many channels. How do you keep up with them all, Brun? I barely manage this one. Hey Susan, good to see you, my friend, and everyone. Well, thank you, Brad. Got my glass jars. I try not to use plastic to wrap food in, you know, like if I've got half an onion or half a tomato or something like that, I sort of dice them and put them in glass jars instead. I think it's better for the environment and better for your food if you don't use plastic, rather. So having a bit of a clean up. 6 channels to separate all my hobbies. Yeah. Hey, YouTube police, welcome in. This is my first Saturday live, and the plan is to have it indoors. And also we're coming into, well, tomorrow is autumn for us. It's the 1st of March tomorrow. And the weather's only going to get colder and wetter, and then winter will come and we'll start getting snow. And if I'm doing 3 lives a week, I don't want to be walking out in, you know, cold, wet, snowy weather 3 times a week. So it's farm walks on Tuesday, garden stuff on Thursday, and on the weekend, because it is the weekend, I'm going to sit inside and have a rest and just potter around and chat with you all. Boondog, kept all my ingredients in, yeah, mason jars, yeah, for sure. Much healthier, I think. And it's a way to use up glass jars and things, isn't it? You're going, Wayne. You have a lovely night. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you being here. Sleep well. What time is it there, Wayne? Not sure. Wayne might have gone already. You have a good night. Good to see you, Marie Palmer, says YouTube Police. Joshua Sickle, welcome in. Joshua is asking, does Australia have switches like the UK does, Susan? Plugs and switches. Yeah, I think they look a little bit different from the UK ones. Our power points are 3-prong. You're in the UK, are you, Joshua? Not in the US? Where are you, Joshua? So did you like my thumbnail? I made some cakes. I made some cakes in the middle of the week. I can't share any with you because I've eaten them all. But I make them semi-regularly. They're madeleines, and I use that tray to make them. It needs a bit of a wash up now. Arkansas, kind of hard to hear. I will look up some speakers. Okay. So I'm just trying to keep an eye on you all, because like I said, this is something a bit different. And the plan is that sometimes when you're in here with me on a Saturday, we'll actually get some baking and things done. You love the thumbnail picture? Thank you. That was my, so they're my favourite little cakes and my favourite cup and saucer. So once we've done the dishes, I will use my favourite cup and saucer and have a cuppa. But look at that design, isn't it stunning? Very girly of me, I know. I like strawberries, what can I say? Almost there. It is, it's lovely, isn't it? I bought it for myself, oh gee, probably about, it was before COVID, so I've had it a fair while, but I don't use it every day. It's sort of saved for weekends and special occasions, like birthdays and Mother's Day and things like that. I still have to plug in my what? YouTube Police has to plug something in. Let me have a look here. Oh, okay. So yes, doing a few dishes. I've got to get a few dishes done. Once the live's over today, I'm going to a friend's property to help her have a bit of a tidy up. She's got some family coming to visit from Germany, and they're going to be staying with her for a couple of weeks, so I've just got to help her get the house in order and get like a little living area ready for them, you know, vacuum the floors and make the beds and do all that sort of thing. So that'll be good. I do help her out on occasion when she gets a bit snowed under with housework. Doesn't happen often, it might only happen once a year. She's pretty on top of it. But She always throws me a few dollars when I go help her, because I mean, I'm probably going to be there like this afternoon, and then over the course of the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'm probably going to be there about 4 or 5 full days. So it's a lot of time. That's also the other reason why I don't think I'm going to get the video out by next Saturday, my summer one. Oh, but you'll love the summer video. I've got some really good kangaroo footage. And I know a lot of people have been asking about the kangaroos. This time of year in summer, a lot of them tend to disappear. It's hot, you know, and they want to get in under the trees, in the bush, where it's a bit cooler and where there's still a bit of greenery for them to eat. So, but this time of year now, it's starting to get just that little bit cooler, so the kangaroos are coming out. Oh, you missed the platypus, Anne? You'll have to go back and watch it. It really is. It's a beautiful spot there where Dora is at the moment. I mean, it's a beautiful spot when she's in Redcliffe too, where she normally lives. But really stunning scenery and beautiful river, and it's been raining. But it just sort of adds to the atmosphere of it. I think it takes more Australian dollars for an American dollar. Yes, that is correct. I'm not actually 100% sure what the exchange rate is like at the moment, but yes, that is correct. Just make sure I've caught up with everyone here. I've got a cat coming to say hello. Hello, Truffle. Kitty, come here. Oh. I know, you're the baby. This is Truffle. Oh, I know. You're my baby, aren't you? Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're the baby. There she is. I know. I know. Yes. Have to keep up with that, you know. What do we got to keep up with? Am I familiar with the channel Radio Jonesy? Yeah, in Tasmania. Yes, yes, I am. He does quite a few lives, but his are during the day. And it's hard for me to, my live, you know, like it's 10 to 10 in the morning now, and I'm on a farm. So theoretically, I should actually be outside doing stuff. If it was a weekday, I would be. I take time out of my day on a Tuesday to do the farm lives, and now this one. But when Jonesy is live, I'm usually outside trying to madly catch up on all the chores. And then in the evening, when I've finished all my farm chores, I come in, cook dinner, and then you start editing. He's a lovely man. Hello. Yes, you're the baby. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. Yes. And he does some nice tours around Tasmania. He's got a few channels. The Australian dollar, oh, the Australian plugs. Yeah, they're $2.40 as well. You need to get down, my darling. How can I do my dishes when I'm holding you? Oh my goodness me, are you stuck? There she is. I'd say bye-bye, Truffle. Oh. All right. Dishes. We were doing dishes. And we were talking about the kangaroo footage. So yeah, I've got some really awesome kangaroo footage coming up. And one of them's a kangaroo with a joey. You have an Apple charger. Oh yeah, you were telling us about it the other day, Joshua. I remember. Joshua's very into his technology. Aren't you, Joshua? So thank you everyone for coming in. Once we've done the dishes, we might go for a quick walk outside. We can have a little bit of a look at the side of the house where I was doing some gardening the other day. Oh, that's better. It's a bit sticky. And I'll show you the little fountain that we got going. It wasn't as hard to get it going as I thought it might be. It hadn't been used in about 10 months, so I was expecting that it was going to take me hours to get the fountain going. And I plugged it in and it started first go, so that's always a relief. But yeah, so these Saturday mornings, sometimes I'll just, potter in the house like this and chat with you. Other times we'll probably do a bit of baking, maybe some preserving, or, you can sit and watch me cook my lunch or something. In the winter, we're going to have the wood stove will be going, so you'll get to see, if I angle this differently, where is it? Okay, so that's my wood stove over there. This thing heats our water and cooks our food and heats the house. And it tends to go 10 months of the year. So usually December, January and some of February, it's just too hot to want to have a wood stove burning. But when the weather starts to really cool down, I'll get that cranked up again. And thank you. It bakes awesome bread. Hello, Ace. Hello, my love. This is my first indoor live. I think I told you about it the other day. So just explaining a few things about how it's going to go. So yeah, some Saturdays, I'll be potting in the kitchen and cooking and baking. You'll see me sort of stacking the wood for the wood stove, boiling the water, all that sort of homesteady type stuff that goes on indoors. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how it evolves these Saturdays over time. It is a lovely wood stove. It really is. I love it. So that's where you have your fire in there. You bake things in there. Ash pan down there needs to be emptied, I can see. But yeah, that goes around the clock. When the weather starts to cool down, that is going 24/7 for months and months and months and months. And you spend all your hours dragging firewood back and forth. But it's a beautiful heat, and the food that you cook in a wood stove is just different. I don't know, it's got a different sort of crust on it. Even if you do like a chicken roast or a meat roast, it sort of gets this crispness to it, just on the outside, like a really thin shell of crispiness, crispy goodness. And then inside it's all lovely and moist, and I suppose because you don't have an electric fan going around cycling while you're cooking, it's just a different flavor profile. It's amazing how different it is. Okay, this is another cat. This is Fudge. I won't be holding Fudge for very long. Fudge doesn't like to be held. Delighted Acres, welcome in. Hi all, just got home from work Friday night. Yay, it's your weekend. How wonderful. Colleen, welcome in. Oh, I know. Joy, are you there, Joy? So yeah, this is Fudge. Oh, she is beautiful. But yeah, I'm surprised she's actually let me hold her as long as I have. There she is. TD Knives and Adventures, welcome in, my dear. I know. Yes. Thank you. Should I put you down now? Yes, okay. You put Fudge down. Oh my goodness, you're attached as well. Yeah, so that's my wood stove. But at the moment, we're doing some dishes, and I'll just finish these dishes off, and we'll go outside onto the veranda, and we'll have a little bit of a look around. Now, it's not going to be a full walk, not like I would normally do on a Tuesday. Because the whole idea, you know, especially doing 3 lives a week, I want them to be different, you know. I don't want to be walking the farm 3 times a week on a live. But then I also understand that sometimes that would mean that people never get to see the cows. If they can only come in on a Saturday, they'd never ever get to see a walk around on the farm, or they'd never get to go around the garden, for instance. So there will be a little element of it. Oh, I love that fry pan, such an awesome fry pan. All right, we'll put that up there. Okay, I think that's all the dishes I needed to do. Hey, Jim, welcome in. How are you today, Jim, in sunny Florida? Is it sunny? Oh no, it won't be, will it? Because it's your winter there still, isn't it, Jim? Just for a couple more days, and then you'll be into spring, I believe. Is that right? I think that's right. Oh, gee, yeah, February's a short month, isn't it? You know, I haven't organised my Buy Me a Coffee, and that's supposed to upload tomorrow, so I'll have to do that when I get off here too. I need to upload my latest article. I really need to spend more time on Buy Me a Coffee. Sometimes I'll upload an article and then I'll forget about it for 2 weeks until it's the next time, and I think, oh yeah. It's been really warm here today. Has it? Okay, well, that's good, isn't it? You like it when it's warmer? I don't mind it being a little bit warm, but our summer was particularly hot and dry. Raining down here, temp is 56. Is that 56? Yes, I think it is. Okay. It's very dark here. My kitchen lights blew the other night. Let me see if I can show you. So, no, I don't know if I can. Hang on. Let me take, I do that. All right, and then, so up there, no, hang on. If I do that, all right, so up there, Oh my goodness, I didn't even have them on, look. The two of my kitchen lights that I've just switched on. And over there are two more. There's one there and one there. And anyway, we had a power surge and a couple of the lights died. Oh no, I've confused my phone. Now it's saying orientation is blocked. But you're not seeing it, so that's the main thing. Okay. Hopefully it won't bugger up the download. Shall we go have a quick look outside, even though this is technically meant to be an indoor live? I am going to put the kettle on though. So, oh, hello kitty. All right. The kettle is on. We'll turn that off. And we'll turn that off. And we'll go have a quick look in the garden. I don't mind going outside, says Miss M. How can a power surge do that? I'm not an electrician, Joshua. But it can. I mean, a power surge can kill electrical appliances if it's big enough. All right, we're walking outside. I'll turn you around so you can look at the view. There's the view. I can hear magpies warbling, and that cry you can hear, says I, as it immediately stops, is the black cockatoos. And I can hear some sheep too. You've got dinner started, but just wanted to stop by to say hello. Thank you so much. I hope you have a lovely dinner, my love. Looks like we're going to get some more rain this afternoon. Just trying to get this orientation is locked thing off my phone. Those birds you can hear now, they're the black cockatoos. I can't see them, but they sound to be getting louder. Oh, they're probably flying straight over the top of the house. I was hoping you'd get to see them. Yes, it is still considered summer, but because we are a day ahead, today is the 28th of March. Sorry, what am I saying? March. It's the 28th of February. So today is in fact the last day of February and the last day of summer. So this is where we did some tidying the other day. If anyone came and saw my semi-gardening live, I pruned that and that down, and we've done some weeding along here. I cleaned the steps so you can actually see the steps now. Couldn't see them before, but there they are, look, actual steps. I was hoping to use the hedge trimmer to get that done and to give this one a trim as well, but it hasn't happened yet. It'll get there though. And then we got this fountain going. So I'm changing up what I'm doing with this garden bed. I was just saying it would mean a lot when everyone was sharing her out. Have I met Kathleen from Canada before? Well, I have. I'm not sure if Colleen has. See, that's my little fountain. Friend in Sydney and her husband gave me some money to buy this for my 50th birthday, which was a few years ago now. But it hasn't been going for a couple of months, so we got that going on Thursday. But this here, this is a big white weeping cherry, and along here to there basically is usually a big bed, and it's just too hard for me to keep up with it. Thank you. Yeah, it's just too hard. I mean, I'm still like a single mum, and I just don't have a lot of time. Like, I'm trying to run this farm, we have farm chores we need to do, and I don't have enough hours in the day to do a lot of the fine weeding and pruning that's involved in keeping a garden to the standard that, it used to be before I bought the place. So yeah, what I'm trying to do is plant things that will grow very slowly, and plant things with different colors of foliage, different textures, different habits. So we've got obviously a big green weeping cherry here, and then down there's like a little cage thing, and there's a cypress there that's going to grow to 2 meters tall, and it'll be yellow in foliage. And then I want to get some like a red leaf maple, right, with the little leaves, but like a weeping one. We'll put that there, and just have all sorts of plants here, but ones that are really, really slow growing, and that their interest is in their foliage, the color of their foliage, the strapping of their leaves, and things like that. And that way too, I don't need to be pruning things all the time. And if I'm live, I'm so sorry I haven't put the data roaming on. I can't show you the cows. Oh, sure, I put the data roaming on. Man, I don't know how to fix that. Because if I know, I forgot to put the data roaming on before I started the live. I have to imagine the cows. You can sort of see the cows. I just can't walk over to the fence. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer. Oh, this is so annoying. Oh, sure, I put it on. Trust me, there's cows over there. They are walking down. I could be naughty and... All right. I believe you, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I see something that looks like cows or horses from here. Yeah, they're cows. I could try calling them. They'll come down to the fence. I won't be able to walk over to the fence. Bonjour, Dot. Bonjour, Coco. Allez, la file. Allez, la file. Can you hear them mooing? You must have heard that. I see something that, yeah, cows. Bonjour, Dot. Bonjour, Coco. Elle est la fille. Elle est la fille. Yeah, I've been learning French on and off for a couple of years, mainly in winter when it's more time, more time with spent doing things indoors. And I don't really have anyone to practice French with, so I started talking to the cows in French, and if I call them in English, they won't come over. So I have to actually, when I want to call them to me, I need to do it in French, because if I do it in English, they won't come up. So I can do everything else with them in English, just I can't call them. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. It's hilarious. You've been researching the teaching them French. Yes, I have. Oh dear. Okay, I'm going to try and move over this way ever so slightly. You've got some of them. Oh, I wish I knew how to fix this data roaming thing. It's just if I play around with the screen too much, I'll probably end up turning off the live. Is that you, Brad? Welcome in. You've probably been here for ages, have you? I don't see everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bonjour, Dot. Bonjour, Coco. I know, Thunderhoof, you're there. I can see you. Oh, I'm so sorry, Brad. I mean, I'm doing this without my glasses too. And I'm so sorry I can't get closer to the fence. It's actually been a really long time since I've forgotten to turn on the data roaming. You can hear the kookaburras. Can you hear them? Yeah, you do. Oh, Laurie. Yeah, Laurie's lives. Laurie prepping for heaven. Well, she's in heaven now, in our hearts. She's up there looking down at us. Bonjour, Dot. Bonjour, Coco. We can't even go feed the chickens, can we? Oh, you know what it probably was? Le moo. I know what it probably was. I thought to myself, it's going to be an indoor live. I don't need to go outside. I don't need the data roaming. Oh, it was last year, Joy. Was it October or September? What language am I teaching the chickens? No, just French. I have no one to practice with. That's the problem. Le book. 3 books. Le book. Book. Look at this grapevine. Can you see it growing all over the veranda? That is a grapevine. I'm the same way with my Spanish. Yeah, look, you've got to practice with whoever you have on hand to practice with. And if you've only got cows, well, so be it. In autumn, once all the leaves come off this grapevine, I'm going to prune it. And then up here along the top, I'm going to hang some Rio, like some wire mesh. And then in spring, when it starts to grow again, I'm going to train it to grow along the front of the veranda. Because it's going mad. Just look at it. Going mad. So let's go in and have a cuppa, because it is meant to be a Saturday sit and sip. Look at my messy dining room. Meow, meow. So you've met two of the cats. This is, that's Pepper. Pepper wants food. Pepper always wants food. Meow, meow. Yes, meow. Right, where are we going? Going back over here. And I will make myself a cuppa. So you can have a look at the wood stove. For a moment, hang on. Oh, if I adjust that, can I adjust that? Hang on. So now, while I'm making my coffee, hopefully you can look at the wood stove and its bits and pieces. Yeah, okay, 30 seconds. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Kitty, what are you doing? Yes. Does always help if you take your cup with you. Cheers. All right. I have my coffee. So, what we're going to do, I'm still here, I'm just going to rotate you around and we're going to sit. Woo! Hope that didn't make you too busy. See, I'm winging it. This is all new. Doing these lives like this is all new. Every time I do some, or every time I do a live, I learn something. And I have my coffee. All right, let us tip you like that. Then I loosen that one, do that, tighten that up. There we go. Can you see me okay? Yes, yes we can. And a saucer, yeah. Weekends should be special. On weekends, I treat myself any way I can. And if that is having my cup of coffee or tea in a proper cup and saucer, so be it. So yeah, this is my weekend cup and saucer, and my Mother's Day and birthday cup and saucer, my special occasion cup and saucer. And the rest of the time I just use mugs like everyone else. So, cheers. Welcome to our first Saturday sit and sip. And a saucer, yes. What did I do with the mouse? I've left the mouse over here. Oh, alrighty. I can imagine if I could be in Australia. Yeah, well, you never know, Joshua. You might get to visit one day. Joy is saying it is 5:30 on Friday Eve. Lovely spring weather in Kansas. Is it spring over there? I was thinking you were still in winter. Is it winter or spring where you are, Joy? Uncle Bob! Welcome, Uncle Bob. How lovely to see you. Lovely to see you. This is our first Saturday sit and sip, which is going to evolve because I have no idea how it's going to work. But we're going to do a long form video one Saturday at 9:30, and then the following Saturday will be a live, and it will just go back and forth like that. On the off chance I don't get a video up on the weekend that I'm supposed to, I'll do a live then as well. So basically every week on this day at this time, there will be something happening on my channel. The plan is to have Saturdays as being, or a Friday night to be a more of an indoor thing, especially as we're going into the cooler weather now. Ace is so good. Ace goes into people's lives and she helps out so much. A very, very valued member of the YouTube family. We all love her. I love you, Ace. Yeah, you do enjoy it. Ace likes to be helpful, and she is. Everyone's saying hello to Ace. Who is Ace, by the way? Joshua is asking. Ace is the moderator. You can see there in blue, Ace Howdy. So, I bought this thing. Or when I say I bought this thing, I suppose I did. I bought this. This is sort of an unboxing, but not. Because I don't know if any of you saw the little road trip live that I did about a week and a half ago, when I had to go pick up the new batteries for the solar system. And I did a live where I was holding the camera so people could watch all the scenery. And it got me thinking that I should probably try and do a few more of those. So I bought this thing for putting my phone on my dashboard. So that is it. Ace is the best. She certainly is. Okay. Ah, okay. I don't think I knew that, Joshua. Oh, wow. Look, you press the button and its alarms open up. Isn't that fantastic? Huh. Well, there's a button on each side, so you can open one side or the other, so you don't have to open both of them. Your wife just ordered you a new thing for a phone on your dash. I did not know that, Joshua. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, look, it's got bits that go with it, of course. So that's the bit that you can either stick onto your windscreen or your dashboard. And let's see what it does. Oh yeah, that's handy. I guess this goes onto that somehow. And it also comes with whatever that is. And, oh wow. And it's got a little thing here for mounting your cables. So you stick that, there's a sticky thing on the back, you peel that off and you stick it down, and then if you've got a battery pack plugged in or a charger, and the cables would go through there, sort of, hang on, like that. So it holds them in place so they can't sort of flop around. Oh, that's handy. So this is a, oh look, it's got lots of instructions too, thank goodness. I do like instructions. So yeah, it's that. You're probably seeing it backwards, are you? A YRU car phone holder, which I got from Amazon. So I suppose all I need to do is work out how it all fits together, which might take a little bit more work. I'll need to sit down with the instructions. But yeah, so I got that off Amazon because, and I considered it an investment because, oh, Joshua, your brother has a car phone mount also. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, I think it would just allow me to be able to bring a bit more variety to the channel. So that's good. It means that I'll be able to do a few little road trips and things. Data roaming required, of course. Up here in the mountains, there isn't necessarily good, hang on, if I turned the chat off. Yes, I have. There isn't necessarily good reception. And even that road trip we went on the other day, we were driving along and there was a few times we dropped out. So I'd have to be very careful where I try and do a live on the road. But stunning scenery, like if I could show it to you. But of course, I'm usually driving. If I go out, I'm the one driving. So what I can't do is show you all the scenery. And that's why I did that, the long form video I did about 4 weeks ago, I think it was. It was called A Good Excuse for a Road Trip. And I had a river as the thumbnail. One of the reasons I filmed that is because when I do go out, which isn't often, I pass such beautiful places. You know, we pass rivers and old churches and historical monuments and mountain views that go for miles and miles and miles, and I can't show you any of it because I'm driving. So yeah, I did this video and put it up to show you some of what's in our area. And yeah, great video. You know, if you want to see our local landscape, you'll need to give that one a watch. Okay, let's have a look. YouTube police, are you saying facing themselves? Ah, okay, I'm just catching up here. Ace is very quick. Oh, thank you, Ace, for doing that. I didn't see it, but if you deleted it, I have full faith in you. Joy is saying a great thing about this tech age is we live in is that it's been helpful for other folks, for folks with a disability. Seems that Josh has made good use of it. And he has. He really has, Joy. I rarely do traveling live streams, but if I do, I'm on a road trip, says YouTube police. Went to report troll and got booted off YouTube. Oh no. Ah, Nicholas Grollo. How are you today? Welcome in. Welcome in. So we've done some dishes and we've had a chat. We walked out onto the veranda and had a look at the view. I tried to take everyone to see the cows, Nicholas, but I neglected to turn on the data roaming, so I couldn't actually walk over to the fence. But I could see them there, and I think everyone else could see them. But I called them in French, and they all came up to the fence, so everyone got to see. And now I am having my cup of coffee. And we've been looking at my new car mount for my phone that I got on Amazon. I thought it was a good investment because it opens up some potential for different types of lives that I can do. Isn't this weird? I can read the chat when I'm outside. Hey, Brooke Trout, welcome in. Been having issues with the water heater, attempting to fix it. How can a plumber not have hot water? Oh no. You shouldn't be admitting that to us. I suppose now that the weather's getting a little bit better, you'll be doing some more fishing soon, won't you, Brook Trout? Having my cuppa. Thermostat or element, Brooke. I think we talked about this in Lulu. Oh no, you're really sick. What have you done to yourself, Nicholas Grollo? Have you got a cold? Have you got a cold, Nicholas Grollo? I hope you don't have COVID or something. But at least you're sick this week. It means that by next weekend, when it's your birthday, you'll be feeling better. Oh, you've got COVID. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you feel better in time for your birthday. And you were having a big party for your birthday too, weren't you? But you know, there's nothing wrong with having a nice, quiet, sedate birthday. I suppose there is, though, if it's not what you wanted to do. So, everyone, hit me up with questions. This is our first Saturday sit and sip. I figure it's a good opportunity for you to ask questions and tell me what you're going to be doing on the weekend, because it's, for many of you, it's your Friday night, so you've got a weekend coming up. Tell me what you're doing. Joy is sending blessings to Nicholas Grollo. Thank you, Joy. I'm sure he would appreciate that. Explorer Dora is back. We're back inside. We went outside for a little bit, Dora. Day 4. I had noticed that you'd been a little bit quiet, Nicholas. There was a few lives I've been in where I would normally expect to see you and you weren't there, and I was wondering. Is this the first time you've had COVID, Nicholas? I am sorry to hear you're sick. All right, so Uncle Bob, he needs to get footage if the wind ever stops. Oh, of the chickens. Honestly, you have to have a look at, oh my God, I've just suddenly had a mental block. Chick in the Woods. Okay. Chick in the Woods is not here at the moment, but Chicken's Uncle Bob is connected to that channel, and they have some wonderful footage. They do a lot of silent lives, and you can just sit and watch chickens and roosters on a mountaintop for hours. So if you're into watching chickens and roosters, and then there's a little dog that wanders in from time to time, and there's also a cat that wanders in from time to time. But it's a great channel. I have still been watching you too, Uncle Bob, but I've had it on the TV because I've been trying to edit my video for summer, my summer video that I want to get uploaded next Saturday. So my laptop, being a very old laptop, it doesn't run videos and do editing simultaneously all that well. It tends to crash. And what you don't want is to have your laptop crash when you're trying to edit up a video. So I have had you on, but I've had you on the television, which is just over the other side there, so I can still watch it. But yeah, it just means I can't be very interactive, because the more interactive I am, the less editing I get done, strangely. Do I have a lot of fencing to fix, JB? Do you have a lot of fencing to fix, JB? So that's directed at Joy. I wish Nicholas is COVID proof. Yeah, I bet. I wish everyone wishes they were COVID proof. You're on bed rest. Oh, you poor love. That's not nice at all. Now, I did ask you day 4 of this. Plan to repair a fence before it changes back to winter. Yeah, I've got a lot of fencing to get done. Chick in the Woods. Yes, that's right. I got that right, didn't I? I think that's what I said. Dora's telling Nicholas to get some Uber Eats. Joshua is telling Nicholas to drink lots of water. That would help. Oh, really? Chick in the Woods is also at partial, almost up to partial monetization. Yes, that's awesome. I will make an effort to run you on my TV just that little bit more then. Thank you for the heads up. I should be getting to partial monetization by June. Just sort of the way things are tracking the last couple of months, if I keep getting the same amount of average hours, I'm getting between 70 to 90 hours, watch hours a week. So if it keeps going up at that rate, I will have partial monetization by mid-June. And then I guess once that happens, you get access to like super chats, I think it is, and stuff like that. And that'll be nice. I think you can do like members only lives and videos as well. I'm not sure how I'd go with that because I I could probably do members only lives, but I mean, I don't have enough hours to edit the videos I'm trying to do for this channel. If you were in Australia at her house, if I was sick, you know, Susan could make me better, right? Well, look, I'd have a bloody good go at it, Joshua, yes. Chicken soup. Sorry, Uncle Bob. Chicken soup. Very good. All the enzymes, says I as I try to speak in English. Not necessarily tinned chicken soup. You've got to do it properly. And that's something we can do one day on one of our Saturday lives, is make chicken soup. But chicken soup is very good for you if you're sick. You need to get some, Nicholas. Nicholas Grollo says, Dora, I have had a dream about a platypus. Oh, and you can't eat either. Yeah, chicken soup's awesome, isn't it? Oh, I love chicken soup. I mean, I love soup, especially in winter, having the big wood stove over there that I was showing you all earlier. You have a drip? You're on a drip? Okay, thank you, YouTube police. Yeah, sure, go for it. Make a suggestion. While you're suggesting now, I'm going to talk about soup. I make a lot of soups in winter, and they just sit on the wood stove and just simmer away all day. And chicken soup is one that I make a lot of because we have a lot of chickens. We get less of them as winter progresses. I like making potato and leek soup, always with sprinklings of bacon in there. I do a curried vegetable soup. Oh, I love that one. Gosh, I do all sorts of soups. Oh, and there's a red Thai curry soup that I make quite a bit, but my daughter isn't a huge fan of it, so I don't tend to make it as much as I would otherwise. Have your handle list starting out the same as your channel. You're doing a great job recognizing the comments in the chat, but it speeds it up if you may not be able to catch everything. Yeah, okay. So when they type in your handle, it stands out more. Yeah, well, I mean, I know when I'm in other people's chats, I try to use their handles. I always try and use their handles because it highlights people's names, and so everyone knows who various comments are directed to, because I notice that not every comment is directed to the entire chat necessarily. So I always use people's handles. Thank you, Nicholas. Yes, I got to 2 years. My YouTube channel got to 2 years old just a couple of days ago, which was fantastic. I never thought I'd get to 2 years. I never thought I'd get to 1 year. And I never thought I'd get to a point where I would actually have my face in front of the camera. I still don't do it on my videos, but certainly I do it on my lives. Right, but since the handle isn't the same, it would be harder for new people to say something directly to you. Oh, I see what you're saying. I have changed my handle already. You'll probably remember a few months ago, don't know, it's probably about 6 months ago, YouTube used to actually have your channel name. That was what you saw in the chats, not the handles. And so my name, High Country Homestead, was up there. And at that point, I had a different handle. So it was High Country Homestead at NE for Northeast _ Victoria, because we're in the state of Victoria, _ Australia. And I wanted to have Victoria, Australia in my handle so that people would know that this was an Australian channel, not because there's lots of high country homesteads in the Northern Hemisphere as well on YouTube. But when YouTube went to doing displaying the handles instead, people started calling me Nee, or they started calling me Victoria. No one called me Australia, which is something. So that's why I changed my handle to what it is now. So when people saw me, they would instantly know that's Susan in Australia. And it seems to work very well, because before I changed it, every single time I went into a chat, I had to say, hi, I'm Susan in Australia. Whereas now I don't need to do that. My channel name, my channel handle introduces who I am. So that's why I changed it to what I changed it to. They did that because there was a lot of folks imitating other channels, I expect, for trolling purposes. Yeah, I'd say so. Brooke Trout, I'm making goulash one of these days. I haven't had goulash in such a long time, Brooke Trout. Are you going to do a video of it? I would like to see how you do goulash. You know what I'd like to make? And I have made it once, like years and years and years ago. It's not an Australian dish. Gumbo, is that what you call it over there? Oh, it looks so fantastic. And I've had it once and it was sensational. I remember, because this is me getting in touch with my inner child. On Scooby-Doo, in the movies, Shaggy and Scooby are always seem to be eating gumbo. And so one day, and like when my kids were little, and we'd be watching the Scooby-Doo DVDs over and over and over and over and over again, and they were always talking about gumbo. And I thought, right, I'm going to look this up and see what it actually is. And I saw the recipe and I thought, oh my goodness, I absolutely have to try that. So maybe in winter, I should do something a bit different. And instead of making soup all the time, hello, Victoria. You finally caught up, Dora. Yeah, I answered to Victoria. I answered to Nee, which was spelt N-double-E, strangely, even though northeast is just N-E. And I answer to so many names. But most of us do. I mean, just look at Dora. I think Dora answers to Pearl and Mutiara and Dora. Hang on, oh, lentil and squash soup is a favourite. It's not something I've made. I'm not a massive fan of squash, or pumpkin, as we call it over here. Oh, thank you, Joshua. I appreciate that. Dora's mum is cooking. Oh, okay. Rendang. Okay, gumbo is awesome. Uncle Bob loves gumbo. I can't say I blame her, YouTube police. Over and over, I felt that, yes. Ace Howdy is agreeing with me. Yeah, so glad they're growing now. Yeah, look, they do. They get stuck on a video, don't they? Yeah, I remember Tinkerbell DVDs. There was a lot of Tinkerbell as well in this household. Tinkerbell and Scooby-Doo. And look, I didn't mind Tinkerbell. You know, the first 100 or so times. I quite enjoyed them. And I could probably enjoy them again now because I haven't seen them for a long time. How does Australian people give hugs to American people? Probably the same way, I would say. I think hugging is fairly universal. I think it all works pretty much the same, Joshua. I answer to that quite easily. I'm appreciative. Yeah, YouTube police, I get that. I'm called all sorts of things. For the longest time, your mod at Explorer Dora was calling me bellhop. Oh no. Why? Why bellhop? Granted, my other channel name is Belt Loop. Yes. Yes, that's right. Well, she struggles to read the chat. I mean, we all have those days. I mean, I'm struggling to read the chat today. I don't know why. But in fact, your name would be Gary, would it not? Belt Loop or YouTube Police or Bellhop. Oh, we know. We all have a sense of humour here. It's all good. It's all good. We know you weren't being critical. You answer to that as well. So what's everyone doing for their weekend? Now that we've discussed gumbo, what are you doing for your weekend? Tell me. And also, tell me, because this is our first Saturday, what do you want to see from my Saturday indoor lives? What would you like? Do you want to see cooking, cleaning, all of the above, or do you just want to sit down and have a cup of coffee with me? Oh, I do love a good cup of coffee. What do you want to see, and what are you doing on your weekend? Tammy and I will be out at a place called Table 100. Never been there, but hear the food is good. That sounds fantastic. I hope you have a wonderful time. No cleaning. No? You're not into cleaning, Nicholas? I'll be honest, I'm not really into cleaning either. I admit I prefer Gary to bellhop. Yeah, of course. I can understand that. Heart's Humble Homes. Building some raised beds and shed sorting ready for our spring, because you're in the UK. Kitchen is good. Okay, Nicholas wants kitchen content. Food content. YouTube lives all day. Ace goes to a lot of lives. Ace is a busy girl. All right, so we can do kitchen content. Yeah, we can do preserving and cooking and keeping the wood stove going and eating. Eating is important. So I can spend all this time, I can cook stuff, and then I can set the camera up and I can sit there and eat my lunch in front of you and make you all incredibly hungry, especially if it's like soup or gumbo or a fresh hot loaf of bread, because I do tend to make my own bread more often than not. Although I need more bread flour. I need to get some more bread flour. I buy bread flour in bulk. It's a lot cheaper buying it that way. No. But it's not correct, Dora. All right. Yes, garden beds. In the autumn and the spring, no, I've got that wrong. In the autumn and winter, we are going to be setting up on our Thursday lives, which are going to evolve into a garden live. So not a farm walk around, but out in the garden. So it'll be like pruning plants, planting seeds, nurturing seeds, growing little things starts in the little greenhouse and whatnot, or in the kitchen windowsill. But during those seasons, it is the plan to get a new veggie garden set up, one that is much larger than the current one, which is a bit all overgrown and yuckies at the moment. So we're going to be putting in new fencing to accommodate the new veggie garden. And then we are going to be putting in raised garden beds, as many as I can realistically afford, which may not be a lot, but it's something. So we're going to be setting up a whole brand spanking new veggie garden, and it's going to be quite a big one. I'm even planning on doing a big garden bed where I want to try and grow wheat, because I do make my own bread. I want to have a go, even if I can only make one loaf from it, but I want to have a go at growing wheat, harvesting wheat, threshing it, and trying to mill my own flour so I can make a loaf of bread ultimately from flour that I have actually grown and made right here on the property. So that is my dream, to try and do that. I don't know whether we'll actually get that far in the process, but worst case scenario, we'll at least get the garden beds themselves fenced off and set up. So that will be part of the Thursday lives, the gardening lives, will be the setup of a brand spanking new veggie garden section. You've done that. Yes, Christy. Yeah. I mean, how wonderful. I haven't seen that. I'll have to go in onto your channel and have a look. Christy has some incredible videos, but I haven't seen that particular one. So I will make a point of going onto your channel later today and having a look. But yes, I have so many questions for you, Christy. I'll probably have to email you. But yeah, so I want to grow my own wheat and make, even if I can just make one loaf of bread. And if it works out, then maybe next season, I can dedicate a bigger spot within the veggie garden to growing wheat. And I think that would be fantastic, because like, I'm trying to be self-sufficient here, as self-sufficient as I can be. All our firewood comes from the bush here on the property. The water comes from our springs or from rainwater harvested from the roof. The food, we try and grow our own food. We preserve what we can, either through freezing it, dehydrating it. I make preserves, I make sauces, I make cordials. And a lot of that has never been on YouTube because, well, I wasn't doing lives and I couldn't film it and do it at the same time. Now I can. And so that's part of what the Saturdays will be about making food. Thursday will be about being in the garden, and Tuesday will be about looking at cows and things. Do I have a well? No, I don't. Not yet. I would like to have one put in, but we've got so many springs, like natural springs bubbling up around the property. So I just get water from the spring. So I could quite easily put a well in and it would probably work beautifully, but I don't need to. So yeah, I try and be as self-sufficient as we can. You know, we make our own bread. I used to make our own biscuits quite a lot, and a lot of cake as well. Look, I love baking. I love baking. You know, bread, cakes, biscuits. The problem is it's only me and my daughter here now, and you know, it gets, you make a big batch of 24 biscuits, and then you got to eat them. You know how it is. The wheat will give straw too. Yeah, that's right. It's such useful stuff. Did you like the tiny loaf that you made, Christy? Cordial making is great content. Yes, I actually just, because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 black currant bushes around the property, and I like making black currant cordial. Like in Australian supermarkets, you can buy this stuff called Ribena, which is a cordial. It's a black currant cordial, and I used to love that, and I still do. The kids used to love it, but then when I moved here, I found we had all these black currant bushes, so I make my own black currant cordial. It doesn't keep an overly long time, so like if I make a couple of big bottles, you've really only got like a couple of months to keep it. Whoops, we've got a cat trying to knock the phone off the stand. So what I have to do is freeze some of it. So I make black currant cordial, and that's right, Bigford's as well. They make some nice cordials. So I make my black currant cordial. I always have a bottle in the fridge for drinking, and then what I have to do is I actually have to freeze the rest of it in little portions, in like bottle-sized portions. And then as I need a new one, I can defrost it, decant it into a bottle. Otherwise, it just wouldn't. I can make a year's worth of cordial, but it wouldn't keep for 12 months in a bottle on the shelf. So you need to freeze it. Tinkerbell is not blue. No. Gosh, I can't remember the name of all the fairies. Oh, that was Silver Mist. Silver Mist was the blue fairy in the Tinkerbell movies. Coffee is awesome. Thank you for the suggestion. By all means, have coffee. Coffee is good. But not with a saucer. But it's the weekend. You have to have a cup of coffee with a saucer on the weekend. Yes, I love cordials. I also have, in the garden, I have a fairly decent size rhubarb patch. And I make rhubarb cordial. And that's really popular. Like, I give little bottles of it, like little bottles, to my neighbours. And I also make rhubarb lemonade. So, and that's quite nice as well. I've only made that. I made rhubarb lemonade last spring. And that was the first time I'd made rhubarb lemonade. I usually just do a straight rhubarb cordial. And it's got cloves and different spices in it, and gives it a real warmth and a real depth. And it's a really good way to use up rhubarb. I think I've got about 10 rhubarb plants in the particular garden bed. So they're quite big rhubarbs. So I get a lot of rhubarb. Elderflower. Yes, I have. I've got a couple of big, well, they're not big. My elderberry died, and so a friend of mine, where I'm going this afternoon, gave me lots and lots of little elder cuttings, and I planted them in pots, and they're huge now. Like, I mean, you know, they're huge, but they're still in pots. But I haven't planted them out because we haven't set up this new garden yet. But when we get this new garden fenced, which hopefully will be in about 4 weeks, and we can start putting in some garden beds, and I will be planting all the elders out there. Hey, Rocals, welcome in. So I'm going to be planting more elders, lots of black currants, red currants, gooseberries. I'm going to relocate all my my big rhubarb plants out there because I'll get a lot more sun in the new spot. The spot where my old veggie garden is, and I didn't really plant anything out there this year. It's too close to all the fruit trees, and they just get too much shade. So the things that I try to grow out there where the old veggie patch is located just don't grow well anymore. So the only thing that's still out there is the rhubarb and the asparagus. The new veggie get full sun, like from the moment the sun comes up to the moment it goes down, it will have full sunlight. And so I'll be able to get a lot more food growing, which is what we need. Village Food, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Lovely to see you here. And what I also want to do once I get it all fenced off is I can't afford a greenhouse, but I want to build a greenhouse. So I've been collecting bits and pieces, and I am going to try and build a greenhouse for the winter. And I think I've worked out how it's all going to work. So basically star pickets, or I think in the Northern Hemisphere you call star pickets T-posts. Oh, you're going YouTube police? You have a lovely night out. Enjoy your dinner with your wife. Have a wonderful time at the restaurant this evening. And you stay safe, and we'll see you again soon. So T-posts, I'm going to put in T-posts and then use poly pipe, which will go over the top of the T-post, loop it over the top of another T-post. So that will create the shape. Then I need to run some piping along the top to give those pieces of poly pipe some stability. And then I think I've got enough plastic to then cover it over. I've been hoarding stuff for years for this because I can't afford to buy a real greenhouse. So once the new veggie garden is fenced off, I'm going to, and this greenhouse, it's not going to be huge. Maybe, I don't know, 4 meters by 2 meters or 5 meters by 3 meters. We'll work it out. But one corner of the veggie garden will have the greenhouse, and then everything else will be set up around it. And I can grow my wheat and my tomatoes and my bell peppers. And I'm so excited about having a good veggie garden set up again. The wheat will give you straw too. It certainly will. Oh, Nicholas, you wanted to attend a family member's birthday today. Yeah, well, you don't want to make your family sick, and you know, everyone understands. Everyone understands, and no one wants COVID, so it's better that you stay home and have your bed rest. Good night, Brook Trout. You take care. Have a lovely evening. Thank you very much for coming in. I've got another cat trying to knock the phone off. I know what it is. They're all hungry. I normally feed them at their meal time. They have set meal times, my cats, because the black cat, Pepper, she likes to vomit a lot. And so I have to feed them lots of tiny meals throughout the day. So I feed them at 6:30 in the morning, 10:30, 6:30, 10:30, 2:30, 6:30, 10:30. And they all get fed at the same time because one cat doesn't like eating. Fudge. So yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan for the garden coming up. And I suppose that's the plan for our winter sit and sips as well, which is going to be all about cooking food and preserving food and having coffee. But I think the time has come. Oh, Kathleen, have you just got here? You fell asleep. Oh, well, look, I was about to go, but we'll stay for an extra 10 minutes for Kathleen. You have to self-isolate, yeah. Oh, that's no good. That's no good, Josh. Nicholas, I'm sorry that you're sick. Whoops. Have you had COVID before, Nicholas? Or is this your first? So I'm fighting with a cat in case you're wondering what I'm doing. No, don't do that. That's a candlestick. We don't eat candles. Thank you, Ace. Ace is such a good girl. Thank you for putting up everyone's channel links. Everyone appreciates it greatly. Oh, how is your life, Kathleen? You never get sick? No, never. Oh no, this is your first time. I'm so sorry. So how sick are you? Actually, it's a bit of a personal question. You don't need to answer that. I'm sorry. I mean, it doesn't matter whether you're a little bit sick or a lot sick. Being sick is never pleasant. It's never pleasant. Listen, Joshua, Ace knows everything. Ace is the oracle. Oh, yes, on the flight. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we had a little bit of a look at the kitchen. We started off, Kathleen, doing the dishes because I'd seen some of your doing dishes lives. I thought, yeah, I can do that because I wasn't sure how to, because this is our first Saturday live, which is meant to be an indoor live. And because I knew that with winter coming and so forth, what I wasn't going to want to do was be wandering around outside 3 times a week on a live. And also, I think people get a bit bored if you're doing the same thing all the time. So it'll be farm walkabouts on a Tuesday, and then garden stuff on a Thursday, and indoor stuff on a Saturday. There's one of the clocks chiming. Just be grateful I don't have them all wound up. I do love my old clocks. Ding, ding-a-ling. This clock here, that one there. It's this beautiful old French clock, and it never missed a beat. And then about 6 months ago, it stopped working. It's a beautiful, got a beautiful, delicate. I mean, listen to that. Isn't that gorgeous? I miss hearing that. So, unfortunately, there's not really a lot of people out here in the country where I live. Not in the country of Australia, I mean in this rural place where I live, where you can get antique clocks fixed. And the only way I can get this fixed is to somehow get it to Melbourne and get it serviced. I don't quite know what's wrong with it. I've had a bit of a play with it. Yes, the grandfather clock. I love my clocks. It is French. Yes, you're quite right, Nicholas. Nicholas knows the sound of a French clock. Do I know how old? This one is from 1860s, and it's French. I have several clocks. It does normally, all the clocks, apart from, I've got one battery operated clock up on the wall in the kitchen, but all my clocks are wind up. It's not been overwound, but it hasn't been serviced in a very long time. Like even clocks, they need to be serviced. Inside in the mechanism, there's usually a bit of grease. When they're serviced, the person who does the service puts a little bit of grease in there, just so all the little wheels and everything can rotate nicely and smoothly. And over the course of time, that grease, it gets dust and things in it and it hardens up. And eventually they just get clogged, I suppose. But this particular clock, some of my clocks, I can access the back of them very easily. Like I have an American mantle clock, a Sessions mantle clock, and the whole back comes off and you can access the entire mechanism. And so if you need to give it a bit of a clean or, you know, anything like that, it's very easy to do. This one is incredibly difficult to get inside. This one is going to be a professional job. And hopefully sometime during the course of this year I can get it done, because I really miss this one. This clock has been in my life for the entirety of my life, and there's never been a time where I haven't heard it sort of striking every hour and every half hour. So I miss having it around. I miss hearing it. But yeah, some clocks I can fix. I can't do this one. But no, I like my old clocks. Anyway, my dear friends, I think the time has come for me to end this live. I would like to thank you all so very much for being here. I hope you haven't found it too boring. Like I said, it's this is my first Saturday one. Oh, Nicholas, you have a French clock as well. Oh, yep. See, love clocks. Love clocks. Love old things. Love French old things. Yeah, these lives are going to evolve, and hopefully you can you can join me on the journey and evolve and learn with me, and that would be absolutely fantastic. I would really love if you could all do that. So thank you very much for being here and for joining me and for giving me the confidence to do it again next Saturday. It hasn't been a total disaster. If you could give it a thumbs up, if you haven't already, I would really, really appreciate that. Kirsty, I'm going to send you an email. Yeah, we need to talk about bread. Joshua, you take care. Marie and Brad Palmer, look after yourselves. Emma, welcome in. Welcome in. Ace, again, thank you so much for being here and for taking the time to put everyone's links out. You know, I mean, everyone's just so thrilled that you were able to do that. So I really appreciate that. We all appreciate that, Ace. Rokel's Cabin, thank you so much. Did you get monetization yet, Rokels? Because I was watching your channel a week or two ago trying to get your watch hours up. I hope it helped. I hope you got there. I need to check back in with your channel to see how that all went. I'm sure I've missed lots of people. Nicholas, I hope you feel better soon. I know you're probably not going to be able to have your big party that you were wanting for your own birthday, but I hope you have a lovely birthday. I'll chat with you during the week on someone's live somewhere, I'm sure. Grandfather clock. You have a grandfather clock as well, Nicholas? Yeah, me too. I cheered you up. Well, that's good. I'm so glad. I'm glad I've cheered you up. And you got to see my clock too. And if you like old clocks, I'm sure you would appreciate this one. All right, everyone. I'd best go. I've got to get around to my friend's place and start sorting out her house and her shed. Thank you so much again. Mwah, mwah. I love you all. Thank you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. And I'll see you next Saturday for our next Sit and Sip. Bye. Bye, everyone. Bye. Oh, 21 hours from 3,000. Okay, Rokel, we'll fix that. We'll get you there. Everyone take care. Bye.